How you doing, YouTube? Matt Massa Beer Reviews back with yet another review. Best name of beer probably in a very long time. And that be Kielbasi King, son. This would be a Mosaic and Nelson Sauvin hop double MDA Pale Ale from the boys at Hop Butcher for the World. Yes, they actually make hoppy beers. I didn't know if you guys knew that. Yeah, they make them. They go into cans. Sometimes they get some cans. I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, we'll see how this one goes. I poured that like an asshole. As per their typical MO, they actually have little tasting notes in the back, which I've never been a big fan of. To be perfectly honest with you, just because I like to form my own opinion, which I totally can do even when I read them. I'm not going to sit here and say that sometimes that doesn't influence a person. But we just did a live hangout, YouTube live with Jeremiah from Hop Butcher, one of the owners of Hop Butcher, and he actually was talking about tasting notes in the back and how a lot of people really appreciate it, and that they, a lot of hops are unknown to a lot of different people. A lot of, I don't know every hop, and not that I'm a professional in anything in the beer world, but I feel I know a little bit more than the average Joe. So if I don't know things, they don't know things, and a lot of people don't know what hops taste like. So you're talking about Mosaic and Nelson Sauvin. Not that every time they're going to come off like this, but when you talk about, on back here, they have berry medley, dank green, and crisp white grapes. It's kind of cool because it gives you a little bit of kind of like flashcards for what hops are like. And after you drink a bunch of these beers, those things really start to set in. So it's a cool little angle in how to teach people kind of flavor profiles of hops that I didn't really think of before. So I kind of dig that even more now. Even though I did dig it before, because it doesn't really, I don't let it try to influence me, I dig it. So yeah, label-wise, Jets are killing it as always. Listen, there's onions and mustards on a hot dog with a boxing glove, because he's the king, and holding a hot dog. So that's kind of like cannibalism, if you ask me. So, this beer, I mean, it's got lacing already because I poured it like a jerk. But it's got that soft creaminess that you'd expect from a new school, ultra awesome kind of hazy beer. Kind of crumbly on the top, but it's got relatively uniform small to medium to large bubbles before it gets in that lacing thing. So it has all the portion to show for a hazy IPA. I'm stumbling over my words because I have to get a confession off my chest. Because I feel weird about it, and I haven't really brought it up, and it's just worth kind of mentioning. So I figured just halfway through a fucking beer review, I'll fucking mention it. So I don't know how to say this, because I'm not one to really kind of open up like that to people, but here we go. I like ketchup on hot dogs. I do. I like ketchup on hot dogs. I like them. I know you're all gonna fucking hate me for it, but I like ketchup. I do. I've been holding that shit in for a long time, and my wife knows it. Some friends know it, and they're cool with it because they're open-minded people. But I hope all you all out there in the Midlands and the Midwest and Chicago and whatnot, just find a place in your heart to understand that this guy likes ketchup on a hot dog. Anyway, looks to all the part of a hazy. Let's actually, let's dive into the nose. Yeah, that's the good stuff. It doesn't really come off as a crazy, huge, kind of vibrant fruitiness. I mean, your pineapple, kind of grapefruit, I'm not quite sure what it's going to be when I get in the taste. It does kind of lead the way, and there is a soft berry thing, which is kind of cool because they call it out there, but there's this ranky, dank, weedy component that really has my nipples getting a little bit hard right now. Yeah, I like that. It's just fucking filthy, ranky, danky, green, awesome. Ugh. Fucking, yeah. What else did they talk about? Berry thing I get. Okay, the dank green. Oh, they said dank greens. Look at me. The crisp white grape thing, maybe that's what I'm confusing there with a little bit of pineapple. I don't think so, because there's no way pineapple smells like white grapes. But Nelson Sauvin is known to do white grapes, so it's kind of one of those things where it's almost like you put Nelson Sauvin into a beer, you kind of have to throw that in a label. But it is a pineapple. It's pineapple. It's pineapple. Pineapple berry, ranky green thing. Very cool that it actually matches up with the label. Again, like I said, I think I'm adult enough to not repeat what's on the label when I don't actually get it. Anyway, here's to you ketchup lovers. Cheers. Tastes like it has lactose in it. I know a lot of people say, I forgot to ask, I know a lot of people say that all their beers contain lactose. I forgot to ask Jeremy about it. I think it might have been asked actually in the hang. I'm gonna have to go and rewatch it. But it tastes like a softly lactose kind of milkshake IPA. Not necessarily milkshake, but a lactose IPA. You're definitely getting that pineapple I talked about. Those berries really come to a head. I'm still not getting that Nelson Sauvin white grape. Maybe a little bit of kind of vinous character in there, but I think that is a little bit of placebo effect. But that green portion, that danky greenness really does ride through. It doesn't come through as huge as it does on the nose itself, but it's definitely there. Super creamy. Super soft. So soft that's where I'm getting my lactose vibes. It's more of a mouthfeel with a little bit of an extra confectionery sweetness thing as opposed to a lactose thing. So it's almost like I can't believe there's no lactose in here. And it's tasty. Nitpicking. Let's nitpick it because that's what I do. Man, I wish that ranky green was just a little bit bigger. On the nose it was there and it's there in the taste, but I just wanted it to really kind of grab hold. Just really go there and really kind of throw me for a loop because you don't get a lot of breweries pulling it off nowadays. A lot of breweries kind of shy away from that. They're afraid to get super ranky danky on a lot of things. And this one kind of gives you a little bit, but then it pulls it away. So it gets a little bit kind of, I don't know, a little wishful thinking there. In the end, though, it's a damn tasty beer. Is it one of the best double IPAs? Let's just go there. Oh, no, I guess I would call this a single. 7.5%. 7.5%. One of the better IPAs, hazy IPAs that I've had as of late. It's definitely worthy of being in a conversation. It's just not king shit of fuck mountain. Same thing if I were to retract that and go, is this one of the better hop butcher for the world? 7.5% beers or within that range kind of IPAs. It's not king shit of fuck mountain. It's not Mount Rushmore, but it's definitely in the running. It's tasty. It's drinkable. The mouth feels delicious. I personally want that rankiness to kind of come up a notch. Yeah, beggars can't be choosers, but yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Value and availability on this sucker? I don't know. Hard to find. They don't have line releases. You have to go get it as drops at places. But I've seen this particular beer actually in New York State, so it can be had. Leave you with that. I believe it was less than $20 a 4-pack in New York State, so take that for what it's worth and leave you with, if you like what we like this beer, if you like well done, top notch, New England style haze, and if this does not, reach out to them if you want to know, but if this does not have lactose in it, then it's as close as you can get to a lactose IPA without actually having lactose in it. So there you go. Another review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Down there if you want to talk about it. Massive Beers if you want to check me out doing the social media stuff. Beer Massive. Want to check me out doing the whole podcasting thing. And hopefully you guys enjoyed our review. Hopefully you're enjoying a little hot picture for the world right now. Hopefully see you next time. Cheers.